Hi and welcome to today's episode of How the Game Was Won. As you may remember from the previous episode where I had the game between Rapport and Fressinet, in the match between Hungary and France in the European Team Chess Championship of 2015, Hungary picked up the win there and France was desperately in need of a win to be able to equalize the match. And that task fell upon Etienne Bacrot in his game against Zoltan Almasi. Now you must remember that Bacrot with the white pieces is rated 2686, while Zoltan Almasi with the black pieces is rated 2689. So the two players are more or less identically rated, so it is by no means an easy task befalling Etienne. So without further ado, let's see how the opening moves played out in this third round game from the European Team Chess Championship. Starting e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop e5, knight f6, castles, knight takes in e4, d4, knight d6, bishop takes in c6, d takes in c6, d takes in e5, knight f5, queen d8, check, king d8, h3, h6, knight c3, bishop d7, b3, c5, rook d1, king c8, knight d5, g5, c4, bishop e6, g4, knight e7, king g2, knight g6, king g3, bishop g7, bishop b2, b6, knight f6, king b7, rook d2, a5, h4, g takes in h4 with check, knight takes in h4, h5, g5, a4, f4, a takes in b3, a takes in b3, rook takes in a1, bishop takes in a1, knight e7, bishop c3, king c6. I've played the game all the way through to move 27 simply because we're talking a Berlin Wall Spanish game, Rueda pairs, Berlin Wall defense, and most of these type of lines have been analyzed absolutely to death. But let's have a look-see at the position that has arisen out of this Berlin Wall. As typical, the position that has come out is roundabout equal. You can see that black has that pass pawn sitting on h5 at the moment, and by comparison, white is sitting with these 3 versus 1 pawn structure, so the possibility of developing a pass pawn on his own. Black, by comparison, is sitting with a 3 versus 2 pawn structure on the queen side, but black's 3 versus 2 on the queen side includes a double pawn, so it's not that easy to convert one of those into a passer. The bishops are of the same color, or not, should I say, black has got the pair of bishops, white has got the pair of knights, and there's a rook on the board, so it's very much barreling already at move 27 into a potentially protracted type of endgame. Game continuing with knight d5 and bishop takes on d5, which is a little bit of a dubious move. Almasi would have done much better by taking with the knight instead, because this would have given the clear advantage to black. With c takes on d5, bishop takes on d5, knight f5, h4, king f2, bishop f8, e6, bishop takes on e6, bishop takes on h8, and bishop takes on f5, and as you can see, the advantage swinging clearly in black's favor with those marauding pair of bishops. But bishop takes on d5 was played, which allowed c takes on d5 with check, knight takes on d5, bishop b2, and the threat here is obviously knight f5, knight f5 followed by pushing e6, which will be an incredibly strong position. Rook e8, rook e2, b5, e6, and bishop takes on b2, which is the Zoltan's effectively cataclysmic mistake in this game. Bishop f8 was absolutely necessary because after f5, while it has a nice position, but it's far from being a completely lost position for black. But after bishop b2, it just sets up e takes on f7, rook f8, g6, and the two connected pass pawns are just simply too strong for black to be able to do anything with. And what's more, we've got the two connected pass pawns, plus you've got this other pawn on f4 waiting in the wings to come up and join the party as well. Bishop f6 was played by Zoltan. King d7 could have been played, but that would have just allowed for rook takes on b2, which is just simply way too strong. But after bishop f6, rook e8, bishop takes on h4, king takes on h4, knight takes on f4, and g7. And in this position, Zoltan resigned because there's absolutely no ways that Zoltan can prevent one or both of those f and g pawns from reaching the queening square. So he resigned the game. Bacrot was able to level the match for France, and that, my friends, is how the game was won. Feel free to share this video out amongst all of your chess friends. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button if you like this type of content. That's where you are helping me to produce better content for you in the future. Any comments, questions, criticisms that you may have, post those in the comment section down below. And remember, down below the screen is a big red subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, and that way you stay subscribed to my channel for all the new content that will be coming out to you on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. Stay safe out there. Don't get yourself lost or killed. Stay carved up for super strong mental focus in all of your chess games. And remember to join me next time on another episode on how the game was won. Until then, keep well. Cheers.